Good evening, yogis. I hope you're all having a good night. My name is Steph. I'm here to teach our 60-minute flow 2. I have my sister Adriana here to flow with us. We're glad that you could join. Just a couple announcements. Stay tuned for schedule updates that will be coming through via email. I'm going to share our playlist for tonight in the group chat here, and I'll cue you when to start that. Option to grab a prop at home, like a block, a book, or a water bottle, just to use to stabilize yourself to the earth. This is completely optional, so know that that's your choice. And I think that is all I have for you guys. So if you want to come to find a comfortable spot lying on your back, I'm going to go start my playlist, and you can do the same. If you have any issues with sound or hearing me, feel free to let me know in the chat. All right, so find a spot on your back, start your music. Begin to surrender to your mat here. Let your body melt into your mat. And breathe here. Release any tension or any stress from your day. Know that if there's anything at home waiting for you, you can set that to the side of your mat and know that after you give yourself these 60 minutes, you can come back to that. Begin to take a scan of your body, noticing how you feel this evening. Start at your toes and work your way through your kneecaps, through your pelvis, up through your navel, moving into your heart chakra, feeling your arms alongside you, and up through the crown of your head. Begin to take notice of your breath. Take a deep inhale together. Inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top. And open mouth exhale. Release all of that air from your lungs. Just like that. Deep inhale through your nose. Hold it up top. And open mouth exhale. Sigh it out. I'll take another breath. Inhale through your nose. This time seal your lips. And exhale out through your nose. Continue using this breath at your own pace. If you'd like to set an intention for class this evening, we'll do that right now. If your palms are not facing the ceiling, I invite you to do so. Offer up the intention of being present this evening. You know this is a common theme in our yoga practice. But right now we are going through a lot of different things. There's a lot of stresses in life. There are a lot of things outside of our control. So set your intention on being present here and being in control of things that we are capable of controlling, such as our breath, such as our movement. Take a deep inhale here. And one more open mouth exhale, release that air. As you're ready, you can bring the soles of your feet to your mat, just underneath your seat. Beautiful job. We'll take a couple moving bridges. On your inhale, send your hips high, raise your hands overhead. And on your exhale, release your hips and your arms to your mat. We'll take a couple more like that. Inhale, send your hips high, arms overhead. Exhale, hips release to the ground. One more like that. Inhale, send your hips high. And exhale, release. As you are ready, you can rock and roll the length of your mat. And at your own pace, we will meet in a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over knees. Take any organic movements here that might be calling. And come back to your neutral spine. We'll take a couple cat and cows. On your inhale, cow pose, gaze high, open your chest, see the sky. And on your exhale, cat pose, curve your spine, press your mat away. Inhale, cow pose, open your chest. Exhale, cat pose, draw belly to spine. Take 2 more rounds of that at your own pace here. Listening to your body, being present with your breath. You can finish whatever round you're on. And when you're ready, meet in a neutral tabletop position. Moving on, inhale your right arm high. Option to roll out your wrist here. Inhale your fingertips high. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right arm through your left. Right shoulder blade plants on your mat. Rest your ear. Option to take an arm bind variation if that feels good in your body. Breathe here. If you took a bind, you can release. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale, release fingertips to mat. Inhale your left arms high. Option to roll your wrist out. Inhale, send your fingertips high. Exhale, thread the needle. Send left arm through your right. Left shoulder blade plants on your mat. Breathe here. Option to take an arm bind. See if you can press the top of your left hand into the floor, opening your chest a little more towards the ceiling. If you took a bind, you can release. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale, tabletop position. Deep inhale here, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips back. Fan your fingers, press your mat away. You can bend your knees a lot here. Take any movement, maybe lifting your heels up and down. Just beginning to warm up your downward facing dog. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your hands behind your wrists. Let your torso hang heavy. You can bend your knees if you'd like. Option to interlace your hands. You can sway side to side here. Let this feel good in the body. You can switch up your grip if you took one side. As you're ready, release your fingertips. Toe heel your feet to touch. And on your inhale, slowly rise to stand. Get to the top, take some shoulder rolls. Bring your hands to your heart center. We'll take a deep inhale through your nose. See that intention of being present. And open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose, send your arms high, root down, draw your shoulder blades back. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, gaze high. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank pose. Inhale, option to stay here. Or exhale, option to flow your chaturanga. You can take this on your knees if you'd like. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Know that you can take your chaturanga variation as you'd like. We'll flow our Sunny 2 more times. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, step or float, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, arms high. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, step or float, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend, gaze high. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. And open mouth, exhale. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, step or float, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit deep. Reach your arms high. Tuck your tailbone under your seat. Shift a little weight into your heels. See if you can lift your toes. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Option to take some ankle or knee or hip circles here. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your left knee to your mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach your arms high. Beautiful job. Draw shoulder blades back. Find your eagle arms, drawing your left arm underneath your right. Inhale, gaze high. Exhale, low lunge. Lift your left knee up. Inhale, find your crescent lunge. Arms high. Square your hips to the front of the mirror. Draw shoulder blades back. Beautiful. See if you can find a little bit of a deeper bend in your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. Find your heel to arch alignment. Extend your arms long. Gaze out over your front fingertips. Breathe here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your right arms towards the ceiling. Maintain a deep bend in your front knee. Gaze high. Inhale here. On your exhale, find your extended side angle pose. Reach forward and down. Left fingertips towards the ceiling. Open your chest. Keep that deep bend in the front knee. Option to bring your elbow to your thigh for more support. Breathe here. On your inhale, find your star pose. Send it high. Heels in, toes out, arms high. Inhale. Exhale, horse pose. Sit deep. Hands can come to heart center. Maybe take some shoulder dips here if that feels good. And on your inhale, send it high. Star pose. Exhale, warrior two to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Send your right fingertips high. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that on the left side. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Option for some circles here. Opening that hip. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your right knee to your mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. Find your eagle arms, this time right underneath left. Inhale, gaze high, baby back bend. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands to the ground. Inhale, high or crescent lunge rather. You know where we're going. Send your arms high. Square your hips to the front of your mat. Draw your shoulder blades back. Breathe here. Deep bend in that front knee. Inhale. Exhale, find your warrior two. Find that heel to arch alignment. Send your arms out strong. Gaze out over your front fingertips. And breathe here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your left fingertips towards the ceiling. Feel the side body stretch. Inhale. On your exhale, find your extended side angle pose. Reach forward and down. Send your right fingertips high. Open your chest a lot. Keep a deep bend in the front knee. Option to bring your elbow to your thigh. Breathe here. Inhale, find your star pose. Send your arms high, heels in, toes out. Exhale, horse pose, sit deep. Option for shoulder dips on this side. Open those shoulders and open those hips. Let this feel good. Inhale, star pose, send it high. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Send your left fingertips high. Breathe here. And on your exhale, find your high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. And open mouth, exhale. Sigh it out. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, step or float, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit deep, arms high. Tuck your tailbone under your seat. Open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right toes high. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Carve out your spine. Inhale, your right toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Square your hips. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Inhale, come into your star pose. Exhale, horse pose, sit deep. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg, gaze high. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that on the left. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Carve out your belly. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Come to stand. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Inhale, star pose, send it high. Exhale, horse pose, sit deep. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Exhale, flow through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll move through that one more time, adding on just a tiny bit. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, step or float, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit deep. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right toes high. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle pose. We will stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Option to take an arm bind variation, perhaps a half bind or a full bind. If you're in a full bind or any bind, keep your chest open. If you're not in a bind, option to use a prop on your lower hand to stabilize yourself. Breathe here. Coming back to that intention of being present. You can release your binds. Inhale, moving into star pose, send it high. Exhale, send your arms to a T. Parallel your feet, send all 10 toes facing forward. On your inhale, take a baby back bend. And exhale, moving into wide-legged forward fold. Slowly hinge at your hips. As you get close to the ground, you can release your hands. Finding a stretch that feels good in your body here. Perhaps you're bending your knees. Perhaps you're finding stillness or movement. There's no wrong answer here. And as you're ready, you can send your arms back out to a T and slowly, gently rise to stand. Take a deep inhale at the top. And on your exhale, find your warrior two towards the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Exhale, flow through your chaturanga variation. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that on the left side, yogis. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, find your warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Once again, we'll remain here for a couple rounds of breath. Option to take a bind variation here, or to use a prop, something that allows you to deepen this posture. Work to open your chest towards the ceiling. And breathe. One more round of breath here. And on your inhale, find your star pose, send it high. Exhale, arms to a T, parallel your feet once again, all 10 toes face forward. Option to take a chest expansion on this side, interlacing your hands behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward folds once again. Option to keep this chest expansion if you took it, or option to release it at any time. Breathe here. See if you can shift a little more weight into the ball mounts of your feet. As you're ready, you can draw your arms to a T once again. And slowly, gently rise to stand. Deep inhale at the top. And exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through your nose. You can take an open mouth exhale out through your mouth. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, come to take a seat. I hope you're all doing well at home. If you want to take a quick sip of water, you can. We're going to move into a core series. So as you are ready, we will come to lie on our backs. Our first exercise is going to be regular crunches. Plant the soles of your feet just under your glutes. You can interlace your hands behind your head. And as you're ready on your inhale, you will crunch, drawing your belly to your spine. And exhale, you'll release to the mat. You have a minute here. Option to take a different variation if this does not suit you this evening. See if you can gaze more towards the ceiling. See if you can draw your elbows away from your head. You are strong. You are about halfway there. Option to take breaks as you need, but know that you can do it. Engage your core, draw that belly to your spine. Keep your elbows out wide. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can release that for a moment. Take any movements you need. Next up, we're gonna do eagle crunches. First, we'll take it on the right. You can cross your right leg over your left, just like Adriana's demonstrating. And then for your arms, send your right arm underneath your left. Palms can come to touch, or you can bring them to your shoulder blades if that does not feel good. On your inhale, you can crunch everything together. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw elbows to knees, crunch, and exhale, release. Do these at your own pace, yogis. These are tough. We'll do 30 seconds on each side. Continuing to draw that belly to your spine. You have 5, 3, 2, 1. You can release. We'll take that on the other side. After you wiggle that out, send your left leg over your right. Draw left arm underneath your right. Palms can come to touch, or once again, place them on your shoulder blades. On your inhale here, draw your elbows to your knees. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw it together. Exhale's your release. Take these at your own pace. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release to a long body stretch. Let that feel good. Shake it out in any way. Our last core exercise is going to be rolling boats. So you will rock and roll the length of your spine, and when you get up to your seat, you will hold your boat pose. Rocking back and forth, trying to catch yourself at your boat pose. You can do so. You can place your hands behind your thighs. You can place your arms out long in front of you. Roll it back on your mat, and on your inhale and on your exhale, come up to catch yourself. Option to bring your hands to the mat if that feels good. One more like that. When you get to the top, inhale, send your arms out long. Breathe here. You're here for 5. Holding your boat. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. You can cross your ankles, moving into an upward facing dog. Stretch out your abdomen in any way that feels good. Here, breathe. If you took an upward facing dog, option to send it back, find your puppy pose, send your arms out long, hips high. It's a little counter stretch here. Hope you are all having as much fun at home as we are here. All right, and as you are ready, you can come to the top of your mat. Maybe find your yogi squat, send your hips wide, toes out, heels in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes for one moment. Deep inhale through your nose. See your intention of being present. And exhale, release that air. One more time, deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, release. On your inhale, move into your high plank pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Extend your legs long. Find one long, strong line of energy. Deep inhale. And on your exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Moving on to our second standing series. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Option to flip to wild thing here. You can send your right fingertips towards the front of your mat. Adriana's demonstrating this here. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, flip back to three-legged down dog. Inhale that right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Drop your left heel to your mat. Send your arms high. All 10 toes face the front. Rather, your back foot's a little more at a 45-degree angle. You can square your hips to the front of the mat. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, send your left arm underneath your right, finding those eagle arms. Option for palms to touch. Inhale, baby back bend, gaze high. On your exhale, do a little crunch. Draw your elbows to your core. Find a spot on your mat to keep your balance. Inhale, rise back, baby back bend. And exhale, take another crunch, drawing your spine, your belly to your spine. Beautiful job, Adriana. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, gaze back to center. Inhale, shift weight into your right standing leg. You will launch off into airplane pose with eagle arms. Sending your left leg back in space. Find an unmoving focal point to maintain your balance. If this arm posture does not feel right, option to bring them to hands at heart center or anything that's available to you. Breathe here. Inhale. And on your exhale, move into a one-legged mountain pose. Your left leg is lifted. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, bring them back to eagle arms if you lost that posture, sending the left arm underneath the right. Beautiful job. Inhale, and on your exhale, move into eagle pose. Send that left leg over your right. Deep bend in your knees, finding that seat. Option for a full wrap with your foot, or you can kickstand. Breathe here. Find your variation of eagle. See if you can lift your elbows a little bit higher. You're here for 3. You'll gently release in 2. 1, moving into your one-legged mountain pose. Inhale that left leg high. Exhale, send it back in space, finding that warrior one position again. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, warrior 2. Been here before. You find your heel to arch alignment. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward and down. Send your left fingertips high. Micro bend your front standing leg. See if you can draw your right hip crease back in space. Great opportunity to put a block underneath your lower hand if that's available. On your inhale, come back to your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll find that on the left side. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Option to flip to wild thing. Send your left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, find your three-legged down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Plant your back heel on your mat. See if you can find a deep bend in that front knee. Send your arms high. Square your hips to the front. Option to shorten the stance for more stability. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, find your eagle arms. This time send your right arm underneath your left. Option to find those palms to touch. Inhale, gaze high, baby back bend. Exhale, find that crunch. Draw your elbows to your core. Draw belly to spine. Inhale, send it high, baby back bend. Exhale, draw it center. Inhale, send it back high. Exhale, bring it back to neutral. Inhale, shift weight into your left standing leg. As you are ready, you can launch off into your airplane pose with eagle arms. Send your right foot back in space. Find your unmoving focal point and breathe. Option to mix up your hand grip. Breathe here. Inhale. And on your exhale, you can move into your one-legged mountain pose. This time that right leg lifts. Inhale. Find your balance here, root down. Exhale, eagle arms. You can send your right arm underneath your left. Palms can come to touch. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, eagle pose. Send your right leg over your left. Find that wrap or kickstand with your foot. Sink deep. Tuck your tailbone under. Once again, key is finding that unmoving focal point here. And breathe. You're here for 3. You'll release to your one-legged mountain pose in 2. 1, inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Arms can release, send them high. And exhale, find your warrior one pose. Once again, sending your leg back in space. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward and down. Send your right fingertips high. Option to use a block underneath your lower hand or something that you have at home. Open your chest a lot. You can micro bend that front standing leg. See if you can draw your left hip crease back in space. Breathe here. On your inhale, release, find your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, come to take a seat on your shins. We'll move into hero's pose. So come to stand on your knees. Keep your knees about hips width distance. You can bring your palms to your low back, fingertips facing down as if you're going to put your hands into jeans pockets. And on your inhale, you'll gaze high. And on your exhale, you can slowly draw your gaze across the ceiling. It's okay if you can only go a little way. If you can go deeper, option to keep going. You can drop your hands to your ankles like Adriana's doing. But know that this is a big heart opener, and even if you're just gazing, right to the top of the ceiling, that is perfectly fine. Breathe here. When you are ready, when you've had enough of this posture, come back and take a seat on your heels. Rest your palms on your thighs. You can close your eyes here and breathe. Let that feel good. And as you are ready, you can open your eyes. Find a chest expansion with your hands behind your back. Inhale, and on your exhale, you'll draw your chin to chest and make your way so that your head is on the ground. Gently keep your arms extended overhead in that chest expansion. Just resting on the crown of your head. Breathe here. And when you've had enough of that posture, you can release that back to your seat. Wiggle anything out. And move into your tabletop position. Inhale, high plank pose. You've been here before. Extend your legs long. Deep inhale. And on your exhale, lower to your belly. We'll take a round of cobra pose here. Toes dig into your mat. Arms can be just underneath your shoulders. On your inhale, gaze up or gaze out in front of you. Open your chest. Little to no weight in your hands. Breathe here, baby cobra. Deep inhale. And on your exhale, release. You can rest either ear on your mat. Take a breath here. Release your hands along your side body. On your inhale, draw your chin back to center. Take one more round of cobra. On your inhale, lift your chest, gaze out in front of you. Breathe here. Draw your shoulder blades back. You're here for 3. You'll release in 2. 1, exhale, rest opposite ear to mat. Breathe. Option to take another round of cobra. Otherwise, I'm going to cue full bow pose. If you would like to come with me, inhale your chin back to center. Bend your knees. Capture the outside of your feet with your hands. And on your inhale, lift your chest. Kick your feet into your hands. And breathe. Gaze at the top of your mat. Kick your feet a little more into your hands for 3. Gently release in 2. 1, release. Option to windshield wiper your feet here. Whatever feels good. And at your own pace, you will move into your high plank pose once again. Press your palms, lift yourself up. Deep inhale, and on your exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back. Moving into a half pigeon pose. If you know that you prefer to take this supine, you are more than welcome to do so. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Draw right knee to right wrist. Flex your foot a lot. Sit up tall. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower over your foot. Find a nice resting place for your head, whether that's on a prop or on your fists, whatever is accessible to you this evening. On your inhale, you can rise back to your seats. And exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Any way that's comfortable. We'll take this on the left. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, draw left knee to left wrist. Flex your foot a lot. Sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, slowly hinge over your leg. Once again, finding a resting place for your head. This side might feel a little different or look a little different. That's okay. On your inhale, come back to your seat, sit up tall. Make your way to your downward facing dog. You can take any last movements in this down dog. Feeling the openness of those hamstrings now versus the start of class. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, come to take a seat on your mat. Send your legs long. Draw your right foot into your left thigh. You can kind of move your sits bones and inhale, sit up tall, extend your arms high, face your left foot. And on your exhale, slowly hinge out over your foot. Option to bend your knee as much as you need to here. On your inhale, lengthen your spine. And on your exhale, fold a little bit deeper. On your inhale, come to sit up tall. Send your right hand behind your back. Inhale for stargazer pose. Extend your left arm high towards the sky. Open those hips. Breathe here. Let that feel good. And on your exhale, release. Switch it out. Draw your left foot to your right thigh, or really just switch out whatever way you did before. Take the opposite side. Inhale, gaze towards your foot. And exhale, fold over your leg. On your inhale, lengthen your spine a little bit more. And on your exhale, see if you can fold a little bit deeper. On your inhale, rise back up. Send your left palm behind you. Extend your right arms high. Lift your hips. Stargazer. Breathe here. On your exhale, you can release that. Send your feet in front of you. And when you are ready, slowly, gently, or lower rather, down to your back. Take a couple rounds of bridge pose. Plant your feet just beneath your seat. We've been here a lot today. On your inhale, send your hips high. Option to find a chest expansion here. Let that feel good. One more round of breath here. And release. I'm going to cue one more round. You can do bridge just as you did, or option to take full wheel, or if you have something to do a supported bridge, you're more than welcome to do that at home. Inhale, send your hips high, take your variation. Adriana's moving into full wheel, if you'd like to see that. Breathe here, come back to your intention. Be present with yourself. One more round of breath here. And on your exhale, you can lower. If you took full wheel, be very gentle with yourself. Moving into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet come to touch. Send your knees wide. You can place one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Reconnect to your breath here. As you're ready, you can draw your knees together and extend your legs for up the wall, sending the soles of feet to the ceiling. You are more than welcome to remain here. Otherwise, other options, you can come to find a shoulder stand or plow pose. Listen to your body. If you're taking a shoulder stand or plow pose, make sure you use your arms to support your lower back. As you'd like, we'll come back to our legs up the wall position. And as you're ready, you can bend your knees, pulling them into your chest. And we'll send your left leg long, squeezing your right knee in towards your chest, maybe towards your armpit, opening your hip a little bit. Take a deep inhale here. And on your exhale, take your supine twist, sending your leg across your body. Both shoulder blades plant on your mat. You can gaze in the opposite direction. And breathe here. And on your inhale, make your way back to center. Draw your leg into your chest. And on your exhale, switch it out. This time, hug your left leg into your chest, or perhaps towards your armpit, opening your hip. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, send it across your body. Gaze in the opposite direction. Both shoulder blades plant on your mat. Breathe here. And as you're ready, you can draw your knee back to center. Hug both knees in, moving into a happy baby pose. You can bend your knees, grab the inside arches of your feet, rock side to side. Whatever feels good in your body here. and you've had enough of this posture, you can find stillness. Give yourself a great big hug. Draw your head to your knees. Inhale here. And on your exhale, release to your final Shavasana. Fully melt into your mat. Release any tension in your face, in your shoulders. Fully surrender here and give yourself these moments to restore. Be present. Yogis, know that if you're at home and you'd like to remain in this space, there's more music to listen to. You can remain in this posture. But if you are ready to move on with your evening, slowly introduce small movements to your hands and your feet. And when you are ready, you can make your way to a fetal position on either side of your body. And take a couple rounds of breath there. Rest your head on your bicep. If you're ready, slowly rise to find a seated position with your eyes closed. Take a deep breath here. As you're ready, you can draw your hands to your heart center. I want to thank you so much for practicing with us this evening, for moving and breathing. Although we weren't in the same space, it still feels great to connect with you guys. And send your hands to your third eye center between your eyebrows. The teacher, the student, the light in me honors and respects and sees the teacher, the student, and the light in each and every one of you. Let's bow forward together to seal in our practice. Namaste.
Namaste.